Hey, it's Zen here, lead designer at Studio Zen, this channel. This is the first time I've actually addressed the camera. Hooray! This video today, I'm going to be talking Turkey Tom, which is really cool. I didn't think I'd ever get this opportunity, so it's really fun. This comes directly from his channel. I just kind of clipped it and am re-uploading it. I don't know if that's scummy or not, but it was kind of fun. We're talking about the Unity stuff. I'm sure everyone's heard about it. There's a lot of people who are much more familiar with the situation than I am. This was just my initial take, and there has been a lot more evidence and knowledge that's come out about the Unity situation that I wasn't aware of at the time. Um, I think the main thing that I fucked up was I called Unity open source, which was it's not. I just didn't have a better word for it. I was trying to describe a free application that you could use that you can totally adjust, and has full documentation and whatnot. And I accidentally called it open source. Um, but other than that, it's just kind of a candid conversation between two people, and it was pretty cool because I guess he wasn't really aware of the situation. I was very happy to bring it to light to him because I really like watching his videos on stream. I'm sure some of you who've tuned in have seen it. I often like listen or watch his videos while I'm working on my own projects, so pretty cool, pretty surreal. Anyways, here's that conversation. Yo, what's up? I am sorry, let me mute you. I have your stream up. Uh Shoot, I wasn't really expecting to talk. You want to talk about the Unity stuff? I'm a Unity dev.
What's the Unity stuff?
Have you not gone over that yet? It's
I vaguely heard
really
something about it.
terrible. Yeah, so like the main issue with it that people are having is Unity wants to start charging
Sorry,
devs for.
sorry. Okay, when you say Unity, Unity is game development software, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, we have to run this a little back. Unity is they develop a game engine. It's
What does
it's
that
really
mean?
so like Unreal Engine, the thing Fortnite is built on.
What exactly
Uh,
is a game engine?
it's
I
like
honestly
a
don't even understand what that is.
it's kind of like a program that allows you to build games, and there are some that are like open source that anyone can use, and then there's also like private ones like Bethesda's creation engine that only they can use to develop games. Unity is one of those open source ones that like anyone can use.
Okay.
Um, and essentially, there's obviously a lot of Unity games, and they're not feeling like they're getting their proper cut. So they're the Unity CEO's his, I guess, way to fix that is to start charging per install, which means every time someone installs your game, you would owe Unity 20 cents. And that doesn't sound too bad until you start thinking about like piracy or free games or uh, something that you're not getting a cut from, or people just reinstalling the game that they already purchased. You'll end up spending a lot more money on
So what is it? So
something
what
that
is the
doesn't really
current
make sense.
payment model? Is it just a flat fee that people pay to use the engine and then they can just do whatever they want?
Yeah. They have I think they charge royalties after you hit a certain cap. I'm not sure how that works, but they have different tiers. Like you can buy like the enterprise edition, or you can buy the like individual use
Is Unity,
edition.
would you
And
say, like
you'll
a good software that like a lot of people would like deem as like kind of essential for making their products? Like, is this
Oh
like a?
yeah,
So I
it's
feel like from that
fantastic.
perspective, it's not wrong for Unity to do that, unless they're being like excessively greedy. But I mean, to me, like if they're not making enough money and they want to charge more, like maybe their operating costs are high. Like, are they continually updating this software?
Yeah, they're falling behind of Unreal Engine pretty badly, but they're constantly working on it.
So I feel like it's not that bad to charge a little bit more money if they feel like they need to.
It's not the fact that they're charging more money. I think people are fine with that. It's the way that they're charging money. Like for example, there's a famous YouTuber named Danny who makes a lot of free games, and if he gets over that 200K threshold of like producing games, which he probably has, I think he does
What do you
have
mean
paid projects.
200K? 200K what?
So the new business model is after you make 200K, $200,000, that 20-cent fee starts incurring, and this will exist for all like previous made games. So a big one is Cult of the Lamb. That game had done really well, and starting June 1st, they're going to start having to pay royalties for every time someone installs their game, even if you already bought it. So they'll start owing
Is that that
Unity.
bad? I feel like that makes sense to me. I mean, they made a
I mean,
technology that all these game developers are using. Like, if they
well,
feel like they
think
need to
about
charge more for operating costs, like, I feel like it's their prerogative to do that, and they're right. You know.
I agree. I think that they should be able to get royalties off of like revenue. So if you're bringing in money, they should see a cut of that since you're using their engine. But if you're not making money off your projects, they shouldn't be able to take money from you. You know, like if you're making fan games or if you're making like demos of like your projects, you would have to pay royalties on the demos as well.
But if it's a demo, don't demos not usually have more than $200,000 in downloads? If it's free, then there's no money being made anyway.
No, yeah, but that's the problem. Is like, say I made 200,000 on my main project. Like I'm like I'm a dev that's doing pretty well, and I've made 200K, and then I make like a free game or I make a demo of an upcoming game. I'm gonna have to owe Unity money on that, even though I'm not making anything from it.
But they did make money from the other Unity project, right?
Yeah, and then obviously Unity would get a cut of that as well, and then that business model in theory should work there,
I don't
but
know. I
it
mean, I feel
doesn't
like if you're using
incorporate.
their technology and like they feel like they need to charge more, like unless they're being excessively greedy, in such a way that like game developers cannot function, like I don't know. If you're already making 200 grand from the game, and then it's what 20 cents per download. How much is a game? I mean, minimum a game is usually like what, $5,
Yeah,
like
it
minimum
can
on
be.
Steam. Probably probably $5 for a cheaper indie game, and then like maybe 15. I think
It
FNAF was $15 back in the day. For a
it
AAA title,
adds
it's like
up.
60.
It goes based off of installs, so it's not like, it's not 20 cents for every copy you sell. It's 20 cents every time that person uninstalls or reinstalls your game. So if they do that 60 times, you owe 20 cents times 60 for that one user.
Like who's doing that?
I mean, I uninstall and reinstall games all the time to make
60
space.
times for one game.
I mean, well, the I think the main fear with that, like over uninstalling and reinstalling, is that people are going to do it maliciously. Like, I don't like this dev. I'm going to charge them, $1,000 in downloads.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Like that sucks. That seems like a dumb. Yeah, that seems like a dumb model. But overall, the process of charging more in general, like I don't really blame them.
No,
Like if they made this technology that so many people use, I mean, I know what Unity is. I don't give a fuck about video games really. I know what Unity is. Um, and so it's like it's a widespread, famous technology. A lot of people use. They rely on it. Like, isn't it way more expensive to build your own engine than to use Unity? Like, undoubtedly, it's super expensive to build an engine for the
yeah,
ground
you
up.
would probably need like a whole research and development team.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, they have the R&D team. They provide that service. If Unity based like bottom line feels the need to charge more, if the specific problem is the way that the payment is like being done in terms of like just the like per install, I feel like it should be per sale.
Yeah, yeah, I
That
think
makes more
that's what the
sense.
main argument is.
Is it though? I feel
It's
like I
not.
see a lot of people talking about like, oh, game developers don't make enough money.
No, I don't think people are saying that they're not doing well enough, because like there are a lot of game developers who are like getting their lives transformed because they're doing so well. But the main concern is that it doesn't seem like a fair way to collect that revenue
Why
from
is everyone telling me
developers.
Tom L? Explain why instead of just saying L. You guys are all like you guys are all so fucking
Uh,
insufferable with
it
this L shit. Explain to me why.
it's they're probably just, you're going against the grain here. Like, I think the whole, like, everyone's kind of against Unity, so if you just have like, if you have any good faith on Unity's behalf, they're just gonna say L.
Think Before You Sleep says things like they should just charge more for the program instead of looting the users. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. That makes sense. But as far as like, is the problem for people just charging more? Like, is that their issue? Because to me, I haven't really seen a lot about it. I've seen some people just complaining like it costs more on Twitter. But
I think I think the scary thing is it's like an infinite number of possible like money that you could owe Unity. Like it's all on their back end, so it's like taxes. They'll be like, this is how much you owe us at the end of the year, and we can't argue about it. Like, this is
should it?
what.
Do you think it should be more like for a video editing software, like you don't get charged It's ridiculous to be charged for the amount of like videos or times that someone watches the video that's edited with Premiere. It makes more sense just to have a subscription, right? Or like just to the service itself, not based on sales.
Yeah,
across the board.
they already have a subscription model, so this would be on top of that.
Maybe
So
they should
this
just charge more for the subscription.
I mean, yeah, that would be an easy way too.
Would people
It's
still
already
be
like
mad, though?
1,500. I think people would be upset, but I don't think it would nearly be as bad as it is right now. I think it's just the way that they're trying to collect that extra revenue.
Okay.
If they were to just to like be like, hey, 5% of your revenue, that's like, because that's what Unreal does. I think people are making that argument that it's like, it's one thing to say revenue percentage because you can guess how, like, you'll know how much you owe, and you can incorporate that into the cost of your
Wait,
game when you list
so
it.
does Unreal charge a base price as well?
Yeah, I think it's like 5% of your revenue. So
But I'm saying,
on
I'm
every
saying for
sale-
Unreal, like, is there a fee you pay to download the software, and then there's a fee you pay once you make sales? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, it's the exact same as Unity. They have like a free model which will give you some of the features of the engine, and then you can pay like 1,500 a year for like the enterprise model or
So
whatever.
you get the enterprise model, and then on top of that, there's a 5% sales charge.
Yeah, I think it's lower though if you get the enterprise. I think they have some differences.
Do people hate
there.
Unreal for that model or no?
No, not at all. In fact, most people like it because if you post on Epic Game Store, which already has half of the revenue share of like Steam, so like Steam takes 30%, Epic Games takes 18. You also won't have to pay that extra 5% royalty for using like Unreal Engine if you post on Epic Games.
Gotcha. Sepia is saying, would you pay Premiere for every watch your video after paying to use the program? No, I would not. And that's the thing. That's the comparison I just made. Like, that is ridiculous. But
Yeah.
if the problem is just that it costs more or that they want to make more money, I don't care. If the problem is
that's not it.
that specific model, then that is ridiculous. I would agree with that. Yeah.
It's literally just the fact that like, hey, every time someone installs your game, whether or not you made money on it or whether or not they already owned it, we're gonna charge you. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Well, I expect a lot of people are going to use Unreal instead then.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to learn. It sucks because I spent 10 years of my life learning Unity, and now I'm like, shoot, like
Are
I
there
don't
any
even know
signs
if
that
this is
Unity's
a
going to
safe-
turn around? Or
They've been doubling down. Every single morning I wake up and I type in Unity apologizes, and I haven't seen any new
if they're
articles
doubling
yet.
down, then they're probably not experiencing a loss in sales. So people are probably still
Their
paying.
stock is doing pretty bad. If you look up Unity
They're a
stock
public
right now,
company?
it's
I didn't
not.
know that.
They are, yes. So the same person running Unity right now, the CEO, was the CEO of EA of all companies.
Is that like one of the most hated companies in gaming?
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I hope all the game devs figure it out. Hope they figure their life out.
Yeah, the Discords are kind of on fire now. I mean, it's a very nice community. Like the people here are like some of the best that I've met, and it's just really sad to see like
In the Unity community?
bad decisions from everyone's super helpful. Like they're all like it's one of the easiest engines to learn because the community like has so many answers. Like I'm constantly like an idiot on Discord like, hey guys, how do I like set up prefab or something like that, and there's just so many people willing to help.
Right. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that sucks for game developers. In that case, I do feel bad for them. I thought the issue was just being charged more, which is, you know, at least from what
No.
you've explained, that doesn't seem to be the main issue.
Yeah, it would be nice if they would walk it back. I know that they've had like actual employees walking out, and there's a lot of craziness going on at the offices.
Damn. Blizzard Wizard. Just a note, a ton of people are considering moving over to Godot, not Unreal Engine, mainly because people see Godot as easier
Yeah.
to learn. What is Godot? Is that another
it's
engine?
it's Godot, and it's it's like
Godot.
it's literally the de facto like Unity clone. Like it exists just to compete with Unity, and they're having a complete like Riz moment right now because
making a
like
bunch of money.
Unity just handed like half their user base to them, so that's fun.
Do you think they're actually going to lose half their user base? You think that's real?
I think it's looking really dire. Like there are major developers who are saying that they're not going to develop on Unity anymore. Even some people saying they're going to delist their games come June 1st or January 1st.
Like, people who
So-
use Unity are not going to be using it anymore because of the money? Or
Yeah, they're gonna straight up delete their games so
is
they
this
don't have
policy
to start
coming
paying.
January 1st?
Yeah. Even if you made a game like a year ago and
It's
people are still
retroactive.
installing. Yeah, it's retroactive, baby.
That is great. Yeah, actually, fuck them. Dude,
Right?
they can get fucked. Yeah.
This
Holy
is why people
shit.
are like so afraid.
The
It's like,
retroactive part is even more insane. I feel like they
yeah,
shouldn't even have a right to do that. I feel like that should be illegal.
that's kind of where it's at right now. People are talking to their lawyers and it's getting all legal now.
Yeah, dude, they should get sued for $50 bajillion. I hope that company goes bankrupt. Holy shit. Dude,
Well, I kind of hope
I
they
came in
don't.
on their side. I give them the benefit of the doubt.
I hope they don't because like I said, like we develop on this platform and it's like it's in our best interest to see them succeed. It's just really scary seeing the direction they're going.
Yeah. Damn, that sucks, bro. Well, hope your game development woes get better, and I hope you have a good time with Godot.
Yeah, I hope I don't make a accidental like Unity hit and I go bankrupt.
True. Yeah, that would suck. You should give me some of that money though.
Well, if I'm
Um,
bankrupt, I won't have
well,
any.
just like liquidate everything.
Okay, I'll send you the bankruptcy
Send me the
like
check for when you sell your Subaru. Okay.
That sounds like a deal.
Do you make games?
Yeah, I did this really fun project the other month. There was a Twitch streamer doing a subathon,
What Twitch
and I made
streamer?
her it's Maya Danny. It's a really like small streamer, but I made her an entire game in the duration of her stream, and like she played it on stream. It was a really fun moment, and at
That's
the
cool.
very end, it like there's this like cool cutscene where it's like it thanks her for playing, and then
Mm.
it says something along the lines of like, "Isn't that right, chat?" And then it lets chat join the game, and
Bro, you're
it like
watching
anything
female
you.
streamers? Are you simping? Are you simping? What are like the best female streamers? I've never found one particularly interesting.
I really like Maya Danny and like young elderberries. I think they're both on the come up.
What do
They're
they
like,
do? Like what's like what do they play games?
yeah, usually play games. They're like into games. Like I like Maya because she's kind of like a bro, you know. Like she's got like that
Oh,
like not
she's a
related
bro
sister
girl.
vibe. Like I don't know. She's cool.
She's a bro
Like
girl. Okay, that's cool. Interesting.
um but like I like on Twitch mostly I stick with the San Diego crew, which is like the Wubby crew, and Maya
Oh
is like an
yeah.
offshoot of that.
Hey Money Wubby, he seems cool.
Yeah, I love his content.
He seems
It's
very
so off the walls.
am I wrong to say he reminds me of Anthony Fantano a little bit?
I can see it. I see it.
Something about him. Yeah, he seems cool though. I like what I've seen of him. The few videos I've seen, so yeah. I didn't know there was like a San Diego crew. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's what they call themselves. It's it's like him and his like editors. I'm not like as big into him as I am into like the smaller people in his group, but
I see.
um I like to I just I don't like going into streams where like I get erased in the chat where like you'll never see me. So I try to
Oh,
stay away from like
you don't like the
20K
huge
viewers.
ones?
Yeah. I love critical, but like especially the chat is just so toxic. It's impossible.
Is it toxic? I feel like it's just like just a lot of people typing.
I feel like it's like it's just either W stream or L stream. Like no matter like
Oh.
whatever is happening, it's just like people spamming like W or
Yeah, I'm
L.
trying to avoid
Like
that kind of audience. Like they're really
yeah, it
insufferable.
sucks.
So
And
fucking
like
annoying, dude.
he didn't like Starfield, and I think that game was really fun. And I think the major reason he didn't like it is because every time he tried streaming it,
Pronouns.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. But
Fuck
like every
chat.
time he tried streaming it, people would just see like L game, play something else, and it's just like, how do you enjoy something when like all you see is like negativity around it?
Yeah, I mean, you should just ignore chat. I tend to ignore
Yeah,
chat, dude. I'm currently ignoring chat because they're spamming L. They're spamming L
yeah, I see it
game.
too.
I literally hate them, dude. I literally hate my chat. Horrible human beings will never amount to anything. Hope they all fall off a cliff into the ocean.
I think it's funny that you like this is totally random, but like on the Leafy stuff, I think it's funny that you like Leafy because you have such a like underdog like take on it. anytime you bring it up, like I was watching the other streams the other day, and people were just shitting
Everyone
on you
thinks
for no
I'm
reason.
retarded. They don't think I'm a fucking dumbass.
And I'm like, no, Leafy's kind of funny.
I mean, he is
Like,
funny.
I get it.
I get why Destiny's like doesn't like him, but he is funny.
Yeah. Also, speaking of previous streams, that the fucking XQC one, what was that one woman's name? The fucking like perk off the Merc or some shit like that. Who the fuck was that?
She's just some
Merc off the-
person. Destiny streams have a very like, pretty much anyone can get on if they want to. That's just like the
okay.
policy. So, if you're doing any kind
I
of
thought
content,
that was supposed to be a streamer.
she is a streamer with like 500
Bro,
followers.
She said her stream, and you tried to look it up, and you couldn't find it. I couldn't find
I
it.
could
I
not
think she
find
was
it.
capping.
Maybe she's on
I think
Twitch.
she's capping.
But actually, she can't be
I
on
was
Twitch.
on Twitch.
She can't be on Twitch because Destiny is banned on Twitch, and if you show him, then she will get banned as well. So I really don't know where she even came from. I couldn't find her channel.
I think she's just a random, and I don't know how she got into a call.
But
with
she
XQC.
she said she has 500 subscribers, so she has a channel. I know she was
Bro,
streaming.
Bro, I have like 27 on a dead channel. It doesn't matter.
But
27K.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. Like we should have been able to look her up.
Right?
We
No,
should
she
be able to
didn't
find
even
the channel.
exist.
Maybe she just lied.
Wait, someone found her in chat? I don't know if they're lying.
They may have.
Because I looked it up and I'm like, I want to see who this rando is. And I couldn't find him. They were so insufferable, though. I love the parts where you just shouted at them.
She's just kind of stupid, but that's okay. It was a fun stream.
Dude, and I can't believe you could even understand what XQC was saying, because I needed a fucking translator.
Yeah, that's like my number one issue with him. He doesn't speak English. I can't tell what he's saying at any given point in time ever.
People say he's not good at debates, but he's like the debate god. Because if you say anything to him, he just goes.
You can't even understand him. How can you beat him? If
It's
you
like,
can't
yeah,
tell
it's a
what
W.
he's saying?
It's an instant W because people can't like rebuttal.
So she streams on. Oh, she streams on Kick.
Oh no!
Well, that would explain why I couldn't find her.
Or explain why she was so toxic.
Tell your XQC voice, dude. Chat. This is like crazy chat. Like actually, like crazy chat. That's XQC. Okay. Well, thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.